So I traded German 30 and it was great. It actually turned out really, really well. I'm excited about learning how to trade this index and perfecting it. It's not going to replace forex, but tune in. Let's mark up a chart together. Hey everybody, it is Casey. I hope you guys are doing well. Today's video is a little bit different. I usually only do analysis for forex, but my wonderful cousin has shown me, I don't want to say shown me the light because forex is still great. It's still something that I'm going to trade, but I am very intrigued right now by German 30. I've been trading it in a demo account, not my live account, for the past 2.5 weeks, maybe 3, and I did considerably well. I don't advise you guys to start learning how to trade it unless you're doing it in demo and you're not brand new. If you're brand new, don't trade this because um, indices are very volatile. They're very aggressive. And while you can stand to make more money faster in the same breath, you can lose it just as fast. So, but I always talk about on here, how if you learn to mark up a chart, you can mark up anything. And this is just an example of that. So I use my same analysis process that I do. What I'm trying to figure out now, though, is because these move, I don't want to say slower because not slower. Graphically, the price moves slower, but there's more points like in between that movement. So it looks like it hasn't traveled very far, but it has in the sense that, either you're profiting a lot or you're losing a lot. So I just wanted to show you guys this. I am not, like I said, transitioning all the way over to indices, but like I said, I'm very, very intrigued. So what I'm trying to figure out now is I've noticed that on the daily, usually I start from a high time frame. I'm still trying to figure out if that's as relevant as it is in forex. I know eventually it is, but because there's not a lot of graphical movement, um, I'm still figuring that out. So on here, I just start from the 4 hour. And of course, I still mark my significant levels, which is going to be long-term support. And for those of you who don't know, I save templates in TradingView. That's the platform I use to mark up my charts. If you're interested, there is a link below for you to check it out. But I identify the highs and I identify the low. I chose this area because there is a low point, meaning there's a low center candle, 2 to the right that are higher and 2 to the left, this left, that are higher. And it's an obvious point. So I'm going to go ahead, I mark that as my long-term support, template save, and now I'm looking for my high. And I'm looking for the same thing, just the inverse. So I'm looking for the high point where we have a higher center candle, 2 to the left that are lower and 2 to the right that are lower. So I'm going to mark this as my long-term resistance. And then I am going to mark my next level. I have swing high, swing low, swing high. So I'm going to mark this as my next level. And I'm still going to call that long-term support. Like I said, I'm still figuring out how I want to do this. And so I've got this high, and then this is my obvious next low. And I'm just marking this area. I see this here, but I'm going to pay attention to this area right here. For now, I am on the 4 hours, so I'm going to call this my 4-hour support, and then I'll drill down from here. All right, let's go down to the hour. And I've got swing low, swing high, swing low. That's a low, but I believe that that next important area, and remember, it's not a line, it's a zone. I'm going to choose here. And I did that because here it's resistance. Here we have support. We have a lot of touches at this level, which leads me to believe this is a level of importance. And so I might even just move it up just a tad. And so I'm going to go ahead and draw my zone here so that I have it. And then we'll just color code it, even though it's not. Did I mark that as my 4 hour? Yeah. So I'll go ahead and throw it here. And then I'm on the hour, so I'm looking for swing high, swing low, the next high. It's really going to be here. But this is the obvious level. So I'm going to mark this as my next level. And we'll mark that as, I'll bring it down, the hourly. And I picked this level. I know y'all are like, you just picking areas, you're not telling why. So I picked this level because I've got a high point here. I know you see the high point up here, but if I look here, I've got resistance here. I've got resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, support, 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 and resistance. So I think that this is just a stronger level. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a zone. And then we'll make it coordinate with the proper color. We'll add a 0 to extend, get rid of the negative. Uh-oh. Okay. And then there we have. And then let me add these zones to my long-term areas too. Long-term coordinates. Okay. And so I'll just copy this one and then paste. All right. So essentially I'm doing the same thing that I usually do on my analysis. And so looking at this, I'm gonna go to a higher time frame just to show you guys what I'm seeing. To me, because we start having this correction, I count 5 waves that I think have already happened. And so what I think is happening now is the correction before the next move up. And so this is going to be my 0. This is going to be my 1. That's my 2. 3. 4 is the low, and then 5. That's what I think we got going on here. And for those of you who don't know, I do follow Elliott wave. I try to incorporate it into my analysis, so that's what I'm looking at right now. And once you've completed a 5-wave sequence, you have a correction. And so that's what I think is happening at this point. So if I do from the low, swing low to the swing high, our 38.2 level is going to be at the 11.267 level. So I'm going to mark this off just so I know. And I want it green, so I'm just going to label it and get rid of the text. Okay. And I don't want the fib there. Actually, I'm going to label this red. And we'll call it 38.2. How smart! I don't think I even have that. Let's see. 38.2. What is this? We'll call it daily fib level. Okay. So we'll make this red. We'll make this red. And then that's 38.2. And then I'm also going to mark the 61.8, which is in the zone of our 4-hour support. So we'll actually call this to, or I need to throw a line on it on top. And double click. We'll call this 61.8. Daily fib level. Okay. And I'm going to draw a zone. I forgot to turn my phone off. And I want this to be red and that to be red and 0. Okay, so that's a zone, and then I'm going to copy this and take it up here. So what I think is happening, I'm going to get rid of the fib because we've already identified the key levels. So what I think is happening, we've completed that 5-way structure, and I think we have our first leg here, our first correction. So I need the ABC, corrective wave. So we have 0 here, A. This is where I think we're going to see B come, and then here for C. That's what I see. Now price could definitely, it could definitely sell off where it is now, but what I'm looking at is I'm going to put a fib on it, and I do my swing high to swing low, and when I look at this, my level, my 61.8 for the pullback, because it made a strong move down, my level for a retracement is here. So I mean, like, it's at the 50% level right now. But typically we like to see like a deeper retracement before a sale. So I want to see it come back here to the 61.8, and that's where it looks like it's headed. I want to see it come back here. This is why I labeled this B. And actually, I think I have this wrong. Hold on. Oh, no. So this is actually C. I do have this labeled wrong. Hold on. Let me get rid of this. So we'll do 0, A, B, C. That's your C at the top. Let me move that. So I'm seeing this happen. Let me get one with an arrow. C. Oh, that's so funny. So I'm actually going to match this with my fib. I'm not going to go to the 38.2. I'm going to go with the fib. So remember, we talk about, red to red, blue to blue, green to green. It's already in the red zone. I'm just trying to wait for it to pull back just a little bit more. It might go past this 12,893 and go to the last high to test the area before making its way down. But my idea is that the take profits are probably going to be here. And we'll make this green. And then I imagine another take profit potentially if price continues to move to the downside. I see it here. Now this is a long way to travel for for indices. And that's a lot of, if it goes this way, this is a lot of potential profit. And so we'll see what happens, but this is my thought process on it. For those of you who do trade indices, what's your thought on this pair? I'm really curious on what you guys think. So let me know in the comments below. And then in the comments below too, if you're watching this video, let me know where you are. Are you new to Forex? Have you been trading for a while? Like, have you even entertained the idea of potentially trading indices or what? I'm curious. And then if you have you seen, like, have you noticed that it's very similar to your Forex? So thank you guys for watching. We'll see how this goes. Fingers crossed. But it's definitely exciting to learn something new. And I'm looking forward to the potential of trading indices. So I'll catch you guys on the next video. Again, thank you for watching. If you have not already subscribed to the page and you like this analysis and you want to see more, definitely go ahead, subscribe. And then also there's a link below to access our forex mastermind group. We get together pretty regularly and we mark up charts, and you're definitely invited. So I'd love to see you there. So take advantage of that. In the meantime, I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.